Excellent. So I've introduced myself. My name is Leon Galetsis, and as I mentioned, I'm the manager of the Google Technology User Group in Melbourne, and we just started today, effectively, but we have been around for the last 2 months or so. We've been in incubation, so you probably haven't heard about us for it, because obviously we haven't been doing anything as yet. So today's our first event, and as per the posting, we're going to introduce what GTUG is. Pizza's just turned up, actually, which is great. We'll introduce the pizzas in a moment. And I'm going to talk about what is GTUG, some of the events that's been run in the past, such as Camp Out. Now, I mentioned on the posting as well that you have an opportunity to fast-track your development with GTUG, as a Google developer. So we'll talk about that, and also my experience with GTUG. I've been with we'll get to that in a moment. I'm jumping ahead. Also, then we'll have a chance to introduce ourselves amongst the group, and then what I'd like to do is have people come up, just one person from amongst the groups, just to introduce the other people within their group. We then have Nick Burton from Android Australia User Group. We'll be talking about Android. We'll have a brief interlude from that. Hopefully we'll actually have some donuts here. And then we'll go into Donut and Google Earth, and then we'll have a wrap-up. And with the wrap-up, I believe there's Turf Bar just down the road, and they've let us know that the beer is good, and we're more than welcome to join them. So without further ado, what's GTUG? So GTUG is a network for people who are interested in Google technologies and who are developing on that platform, and who want to interact on a local level. It's one thing often to jump onto user groups and forums and web boards and search for the advice that you need, let's say with Android development. But often you might feel really isolated, so that's why it's really good to have a local user group who you could just meet in person with and talk to, and share your ideas, maybe do a code hackathon, to talk through the various issues. So that's why it's important to have a local group, and that's what GTUG is intending to provide for those who develop on Google platforms. We're inclusive and not exclusive. What I mean by that is we have a diverse range of membership. There'll be people here tonight who aren't necessarily hardcore programmers. There'll be people who are from a range of backgrounds, whether they be in business or designers, but all of us will have some interactions with Google and its technologies. We'll all have various levels of skill and expertise. But the important thing is that we maintain a positive and fun environment for learning and development, because we were all, amongst those hardcore people, we're all beginners once, and sometimes you don't know what you know until you learn it from someone else. So we're expecting that there'll be a lot of interactions amongst people and that you'll learn from each other. In terms of GTUG events that have occurred, there's been lightning talks, hackathons, demos by our members, and communal projects. I just realised as I was talking I don't actually have the video which I'm about to show next. It's on my phone. Sorry, this is my lovely assistant Sia. And I'll just grab this cable. This is one of the Android Magic phones, by the way. Brief introduction. Ooh, it's been recognised. I'm just going to mount it and grab the videos off there. By the way, just out of curiosity, who in here actually has an Android handset? Wow. Who's heard about Android but is curious and hasn't actually seen a phone before? Wow, just as me. Yeah, it's interesting that, isn't it? We'll talk about Android in a moment. It's like the nervous silence, isn't it? Yeah. I hope it works. I hope it works. back on track. So what's a GTUG? So what I thought was, what better way to explain what GTUG is than actually have the GTUG founders talk about their experience. And this video actually comes from the Google I/O conference. I just realised as I'm talking about the videos at FLV, which doesn't seem to be running on here. So one of the great things, of course, is that I can just fire up YouTube and get it off there. So if you jump on YouTube, you'll be able to find a whole bunch of videos that have been tagged as GTUG. Within those videos, there'll be things such as the hackathons, the camp out, which I'll mention later, these sorts of meetings and such, and all sorts of different events. So I'll just type in Google I/O GTUG, and here it is. So these two people you're about to meet is Kevin Nielsen and Van Riper. They're the founders of Silicon Valley GTUG, where it all started. Obviously, within Silicon Valley is Mountain View, which is Googleplex. So once it loads, basically they'll just be talking about why they started it. If this doesn't start, I'll just tell you anyhow.
Do you use 3G or do you use all
There we go.
Oh,
No, it's Wi-Fi.
Okay.
oh.
Okay, I'm here at the second day of Google I/O. My name is Chris Shaw, coming to Google Developer Advocate, and I'm joined here with, introduce yourself.
I'm Van Riper. I'm one of the leaders of the Silicon Valley Google Technology User Group.
And I'm Kevin Nielsen, the other co-leader of the Silicon Valley Google Technology User Group.
Also called GTUGs.
Awesome, awesome. Can you tell us, the audience,